Good afternoon, cricket fans, and a very warm welcome to match day 2 of the 7 Districts Presents Emirates D10 2025 powered by Fancode. And it's going to be the home team in action early this afternoon. Match number 5, Sharjah will be taking on Emirates Reds live and exclusive from the home of cricket in the UAE, that is the iconic Sharjah Cricket Stadium. 4 matches as per usual lined up for you today. We kick off with Sharjah versus Emirates Reds. Then we have Abu Dhabi taking on Emirates Blues. First time we're going to see Abu Dhabi in the tournament. Then Emirates Reds have a double fixture. They will be taking on Dubai in the later evening game. And the final match of the day, Abu Dhabi will be taking on Ajman. Right, then we have the details of the matches coming up today. What about the pitch? Over to you, Mudassar Ali, with his pitch report.
It's day 2 and we are in for another thrilling day. 4 back-to-back matches are lined up, and talking about the conditions, it's really hot temperatures hovering around 40 degrees Celsius. First thing first, let's talk about this beautiful track. Nothing much has been changed in the last 24 hours, and there's a sheen on it suggesting there will be a good bounce and carry for the seamers early on. But with the sun beating down, the batters will enjoy their batting as the day progresses. And now let's have a look at this beautiful outfield. It's a lush outfield with the lightning quick, and you can expect full value for your shots. Conditions are hot, but trust me, it's going to rain sixes here.
Oh, raining sixes indeed. It's been a belter of a track already. Over to you for the all-important toss.
Emirates Reds, Mohammad Shadad. To my extreme left is our match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. The home side today is Sharjah. So Khalid, you'll flip. Shadad, you'll call. Heads is the call. It is heads. So Shadad, congratulations. You've won the toss. What do you want to do today and why?
Yeah, we'll bowl first. So we want to chase. So yeah, we'll bowl today.
Not the ideal result for your side in that game, but you'll take a lot of positives from that.
100%. I think first game for us, and we had a modest target of 90. But I think our bowlers fought really hard to take it to the last over, the last couple of balls. Hopefully, if we have a better score this time, we can hopefully change the result.
What do you think is a good score chasing in this short format?
I think 100. 100 or below would be good.
And any changes to your previous playing 11?
One change, Hazrat Luqman not available, and Zainullah comes instead.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Khalid, I know you will say that the toss doesn't matter, but you're batting first. What's the plan?
You know, I was a bit confused at the toss today. I was not sure what to do exactly, but good that I lost the toss and I don't have to decide. The plan is simple: score as much as possible above 100, and with the bowling lineup which we have, try to restrict them under the given target.
Good game last night. You'll want to take that momentum in the coming matches as well.
Absolutely. We were very, very positive side looking at the scorecards of both the games scoring above hundreds. So it's a win-win situation for us as Sharjah as well, and obviously we're taking the same momentum. Yep.
Team looks like a balanced side. You've got some finishers in the middle, a top strong batting lineup, and then your bowlers are responding well as well.
Absolutely, but yet to decide about the strong 11, because you know it's a 12 matches. We have to give opportunities to everyone. There are deserving players who have been doing well in the domestic circuit. Keeping those things in mind, so today we have rested Khuzaima Tanveer, the fast bowler, and wicketkeeper Mudit Agarwal is playing.
Good luck. Give us a good game.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right then, the news from the centre is that Emirates Reds have won the toss.
So get into shade as soon as possible. It is a hot, stifling afternoon here. Let's take a look at the lineups for both sides. Let's begin with the Sharjah batting lineup. They will have the likes of Hamid Khan. Watch out for him, fabulous knock. And of course, Luqman Faisal has been in brilliant form. Khalid Shah, the skipper. Irfan Yusuf Zai, the fast bowler. Ibrahim Masood. Watch out for that leg spinner as well. Dania Liaquat, a player of the match performance in the opening game for Sharjah. And of course, they have the left arm spin of OS Ali Shah. Mudit Agarwal, gets a game today. Nurullah Ayubi, Tahir Zaman and Wasim Akram completes their playing 11. And for the Reds, well, Abdul Ghaffar will be the key all-rounder. Then you have the likes of Mohammad Shahdad, Mohammad Farazuddin, and watch out for the stylish left-hander Mohammad Rayan Khan. Nawodia Vijaya Kumara, the Sri Lankan all-rounder. Temur Ali couldn't get going in the previous match, took a blow to his hand. Usaid Amin, the off-spinner. Zainullah Khan will boost their batting lineup, and Zawar Farid, quality all-rounder as well. So it is Sharjah who have been invited to bat first by Emirates Reds. Can they restrict them to below 100? That is the message coming in from the skipper, Mohammad Shahdad. Sharjah has been a bit patchy with their batting in the two matches we've seen so far, even though Khalid Shah suggested they batted well. Certainly in the second game they did. But they did give a few catches that were put down that aided them in their effort. So they will need to play much more concise cricket this afternoon against a quality Emirates Red side. Khalid Shah once again in the middle as per usual. And this is a good move. Abdul Ghaffar taking the new ball for the Emirates Reds. Quality left arm seamer will be operating from the Sharjah Cricket Academy end. And joining me in the comm box is Rizwan Ur Rahman. Double R, good afternoon and welcome.
Good afternoon, Ahmed Khwaja. Expected to be a good contest between Sharjah and Emirates Reds. Abdul Ghaffar, as usual, bowling with the new ball. He's done well with the bat. Would love to see him to come and bat up the order today.
Yeah, I think they need to tweak their batting order for sure. He looks in good form. So all in readiness for match number 5 of the 7 Districts presents Emirates D10 2025 powered by Fancode. Here we go. Well bowled, right on the money. Bit of confusion. And there could have been a run out there. The back of the hander from Ghaffar almost had Hamid Khan gone.
Well, a direct hit was required on that occasion. Lucky for Hamid, an escape, but he would have a sigh of relief. Well, he's been in good nick, scored a 50 in the second game yesterday. But this is a completely different condition. During the day, it's not easy. The ball does not come onto the bat. You'll have to wait that fraction of a second, Ahmed Khwaja.
That was very, very close indeed. Lucky escape. Yes, no, maybe. Let's think about it. And that could have been curtains very early in the piece. And of course, if you are wondering where you can watch all the action of the 7 Districts presents Emirates D10, you can go to the Fancode app in India and Sports Eye on Facebook and YouTube. And he wasn't even in the frame. Goodness me. What a lucky escape for Hamid. Extra bounce on that one. That was not the start they wanted, that is for sure.
Well, absolutely. Hamid Khan, once he gets going, will be a treat to watch him play. Has been in the run getters list all the time for Team Sharjah. And a lot would rely upon him as well as Luqman Faisal. Khalid Shah will have to find his form. Once he gets going in the shorter format, he is destructive as well.
Yeah, he was the one who missed out in the previous 2 games. Will be looking to make amends. Once again, that kick off the surface. It's not going to last long. That's why Emirates Reds need to maximize it.
Well, absolutely. Hit the right areas and you'll get the perches off the surface. And Abdul Ghaffar doing extremely well. 3 good deliveries so far.
I think they need to continue with him. Don't hold his over back. That would be my suggestion to Emirates Reds and Shahdad. But let's see if they have other plans. There is a deep cover and a deep mid wicket in position for Ghaffar. Trying to bowl outside his hitting arc. Will be a wide. And funnily enough, Rizwan, these two are club teammates. So they should know each other very, very well.
Well, absolutely. And at that subtle change in pace, just not able to control the line on that occasion, Abdul Ghaffar usually has got that variations up his sleeve and provides those much needed breakthroughs. Bowled well yesterday as well, Abdul Ghaffar. But this will be a test today. It was against Fujairah and today against Sharjah.
Oh, this is very straight. And the finger will be raised. Playing across the line. And that looked absolutely plumb.
Well, absolutely. It will be interesting to have a look at that replay. But definitely, that was a very good shout. And it's been given. Let's have a look at that. Well, half tracker. Yeah, there you go. Right plumb in front. A very good decision from the umpire.
He had just stepped onto that off stump, imagining it would go away from him, but he bowled the straighter one. So Hamid, disappointed, 3-ball duck. Well, he can be upset all he likes, but when he sees the replay, he can have no complaints. 2 for 1. Lukman Faisal arriving early at the crease in the very first over itself. So far, so good for Emirates Reds. But this man is destructive, to say the least. A beautiful delivery, leaving him late. And, well, even though he's coming off a player of the match performance, every innings begins at 0, Rizwan.
Well, absolutely. He was out duck in the first match, was gutted with himself, was trying to play a ramp shot, could not succeed. A very good delivery from Shahbaz Ali on that occasion. But boy, I tell you what, in the second match, he's come back really well, scored 70 odd runs in quick time. So he'll be looking to continue his good form, Lukman Faisal.
Superb first over so far from Abdul Ghaffar. Chipped in the air, mid-off is settling underneath it. It's a double strike for Ghaffar. And Lukman is gone.
Well, this is a disastrous start for Team Sharjah. Trying to go over that offside, just could not get the connection right and straight into the hands of the skipper. Shahzad makes no mistake.
Well, what is happening here? Abdul Ghaffar, a double strike in the first over. It's all action at the Emirates D10. Sharjah have been rocked. 2 for 2 after 1. So it's going to be off break from the Bukhatir end. Usaid Amin coming into the attack. And just take a look at that. Just playing across the line. And this one didn't quite get to the pitch of the ball. Trying to fend at it. And it took a bit of a leading edge, ballooning to mid-off.
Right then, Khalid Shah, Nurullah Ayubi. A lot would rely upon the skipper, Khalid Shah. 2 for 2. And Usaid Amin will be starting from the Bukhatir end. A genuine off-spinner, hails from Karachi, has played a lot of cricket back home in Pakistan and is given that responsibility to bowl in the power play.
Bowled him! It's the arm ball. And Khalid Shah has been castled. Sharjah, what are you doing?
What a start for Usaid Amin and what a start for Emirates Reds. This is magnificent. And look at that delivery. Gave himself a bit of room and straight into the furniture.
Just pushed it through. He was expecting it to turn. It did not. And it has knocked him over. 2 for 3 after 7 deliveries of the match. Sharjah are in deep trouble. So it's going to be Danial Liaquat, another left-hander, coming in at 5. So Usaid Amin is well and truly in the game here. What a start. Trying to force the issue. How will Sharjah respond?
It's all about stitching up a partnership here, and Danial Liaquat is one such batter who can who can start scoring from ball 1. But given they've lost those 3 wickets in quick succession, they would want to hunker down a little bit, and you can see that Danial Liaquat straight away getting a boundary.
Took a bit of a chance there. Wasn't to the pitch of the ball, but went through with the shot. Mid-off was interested. Just ballooned over him. So Sharjah has decided we're going to fight fire with fire. We're not going to get bogged down here. Poor delivery. Deserved to be punished.
Well, look at that from Danial Liaquat. Counter punch coming in from him. He's not worried about the wickets that they've lost. He's fighting it out, and 2 boundaries on the trot. And this is exactly what Sharjah is all about.
Overcompensating there. Trying to pull in his length. Just bowled a wide half tracker. Too easy for a class player like Danial Liaquat. He's a fighter. He likes to perform when the chips are down. Oh, fine leg was in the circle there. A half connection would have been 6.
Well, absolutely. And he likes such situations where he can come and express himself, Danial Liaquat. And when you look at him, he's calm and cool. Just like MSD. He reminds me of MSD for sure.
Cut in the air and dropped. Oh, cover point. It's the youngster there, Ali Asghar Shams. That was a sitter.
That should have been taken. That was a straightforward catch. And what have you done, Usaid Amin? Creating another opportunity.
Tried to go reverse cup. Drilled. Don't bother running for that one.
Well, it's all happening. It has been an eventful over. 13 runs of it. But he managed to pick up a wicket of Khalid Shah as well. 2 gone, 15 for 3.
Well, that was right in the slot. Too easy to put away. It's been action-packed, that's for sure. 15 for 3. Well, decisions need to be made here. Looks like Abdul Ghaffar will not continue, and it's going to be Zawar Farid. So what an option to have to replace him.
Well, absolutely. They've got a pool of seamers that they can actually opt for, and Shahzad has done extremely well so far, marshalling his troops, getting Usaid. I mean, he did create that opportunity despite going for those boundaries. It's just that that catch was not taken, and we've seen what happened with Luqman Faisal yesterday. He was dropped by Danish Qureshi, and he went on to score 70 odd runs.
He was dropped on 8, remember. So just keep an eye on Danial Liaquat's innings. Zawar to Nurullah. Oh, it was a floaty delivery. Don't mind him playing that shot. But if he had nicked off, they would have been in trouble.
Well, absolutely. He's got to be careful. He's got to keep company to Danial Liaquat. Feed him the strike as much as possible. And stitch up a partnership from here on. They've lost those 3 quick wickets. And they've got to be careful about it.
Haven't taken the floating power play. Understandably, they would like some gaps in the field to get that scoreboard ticking. So plenty of protection, especially on the onside for Zawar. Oh, he's missed out on a full toss. What's happening there?
With a subtle change in pace from Zawar Farid, getting those variations to the table. A slower full toss. And Nurullah Ayubi feeling the heat.
I can understand why. It's at least 42, 43 out there in the middle. Not as quick as he used to be, Zawar, but still a very canny customer. Gets that ball to fiddle in the air and off the wicket. And that's all you need. Just a bit of movement. Another dot ball. Frustration building.
Well, he's being tested here, Nurullah Ayubi. The experience of Zawar Farid doing it all, and immediately just some few words from Dania Liaquat. Probably just nudge away, pick up a single, let me handle this. 15 already on board.
Yeah, he wants you to slash at the ball with the deep cover. If you miscue it, you'll be out. So you cannot fall for the bait here. Don't get suckered into a trap. That's a lot better. Just time the ball rather than look to thrash it.
Well, it's the communication, isn't it? That's exactly what you need between the striker and the non-striker. The senior statesman, Dania Liaquat, having a quick word with the youngster and doing the right thing, picking up a single and letting Dania Liaquat take the strike.
Same field for him, deep cover. And 4-man deep on the onside. Long on, mid-wicket square leg. And the long off, of course. Run rate is well below par. No single there. That was hit a bit too well. So even Zawar delivering a quiet over here for Sharjah. Pardon me, for Emirates Reds.
Well, absolutely brilliant. Just given away that one run. A lot of dot deliveries, and you cannot afford to have them in the shortest format.
$16 for 3. Something has got to give. 3 boundaries struck by Liaquat already. Superb over. Excellent bowling from a seasoned campaigner. Sharjah are behind the 8 ball here. 17 for 3. So just 1 over for Usaid. Even though Dania Liaquat is still in the middle, they're switching to a seamer in the form of Navodaya. Vijaya Kumara, what do you make of this move?
Well, he did well yesterday. Navodaya Vijay Kumar did create some opportunities as well. Picked up a wicket yesterday. Seasoned campaigner. Has not played a lot of domestic cricket here, but he's done well off late.
Trying to entice Liaquat to go after the pacer. Well, if you give full tosses, he certainly will accept that invitation. But that's the mode of the game right now. Even the loose balls are not being put away by Sharjah.
Well, it's to do with the wickets that they've lost, and from here on, they've got 7 overs left from here on. And if they can manage to get somewhere close to about 90 odd runs, they'll be happy given the kind of start they've had.
Certainly will have to reassess. Still have a lot of quality to come, Sharjah, but time can run out quickly in a D10 game. Upish, but will settle in front of the long on. Nurullah needs to realize he doesn't need to force the issue here.
Well, absolutely. And when we've looked at that delivery from Navodaya, is not generating a lot of pace. It's the military medium and those off-pace deliveries, and more often than not, yesterday also we've seen Ahmed Khwaja, the off-pace deliveries doing the trick because the surface is holding up a little bit.
Yeah, especially on that back of length. So far sticking to his plan, Navodaya. Just bowl that back of length, mix it up, occasional off-cutter, occasional pace on. Make the batters commit the mistake.
Well, they've got the desired start that they've wanted, Emirates Reds. They've got to sustain it from here on. Just try to attack and try to pick up some wickets and get those 2 crucial points on board for themselves.
Yeah, you don't want to be on a losing streak to open up a tournament. Can deflate the dressing room. Excellent delivery. Caught him by surprise on that one.
yorked himself, was trying to shuffle a bit. Nurullah Ayubi, he's done well off late. He needs to rise to the occasion today.
Yeah, I like this very healthy under 19 presence in the D10. The likes of Ali Asghar Shams, Nurullah Ayubi, Mohammad Rian Khan, of course, as well. Aryan Saxena is playing for Fujairah. So the youth brigade, well and truly. Oh, third will need to hear after this, Rayan. Will pull it in eventually. But the boundaries have completely dried up.
Well, absolutely, and is mixing up really well. Navodaya is not offering that pace that Danya Liaquat is after, and ensuring he's bowling those stump channels. And this is good stuff from Navodaya.
They're stacking up these quiet overs here. Only 2 runs conceded by Zawar. And now Navodaya doing his job as well. Just keeping it simple, nothing fanciful. Sharjah will have to react. This is sliced. Deep cover. We'll watch it sail over him for 6.
One in the slot, and Danya Liaquat cashes on the opportunity provided with both hands. And it's gone all the way for a maximum.
Unbelievable shot. It was pace off, but he's able to generate that power to clear. Just scooping it in the air. And that's a meaty strike. Will Sharjah be coming back into the game now? Thanks to this man, Danya Liaquat. 4 overs gone, 29 for 3. Well, a very interesting decision being made here. Floating power play from Sharjah. Is this bold or is this foolish from Sharjah?
Well, with the way Danya Liaquat is scoring, I think it's a good move. And they're getting their ace pacer back into the attack. Ghaffar picked up 2 wickets, just given away those 2 runs. What Nurullah will have to do is just give the strike to Danya Liaquat.
Oh, what a catch! Mohammad Shahdad has plucked it out of thin air. This is amazing. The floating power play has backfired.
Well, this is the second catch that he's taken, and he's leading from the front. He was just trying to clear that inner circle, just did not get the connection right, and straight into the hands. What a good catch that is. Absolutely magnificent.
Like plucking oranges. Beautiful catch. And I love the celebration. Completely chill, completely cool, like it's just another day. Nurullah departs, 29 for 4. Well, Mudit Agarwal, this is a massive opportunity for you. Another youngster from the under-19 setup. What a spell from this man.
Well, absolutely picked up 3 wickets, and that power play I think the right thing for him to do was just feed strike to Daniel Liaquat. Instead, he was trying to go over that extra cover region. And this will be interesting.
29 for 4. Who would have thought? Good looking push. And they will scamper quickly for a single. Well, if you're not getting boundaries, that has to be the way to operate.
Well, absolutely. And I think, let's have a look at that catch once again. He was watching it and was just over his head and made sure he did the jump at the right time just to get his hand onto it.
That was pretty cool. Mr. Mohammad Shehzad, you're a cool customer. Everything going the way of Emirates Reds at the moment. And they could cause a major upset early in the tournament if they continue in this vein. Oh, that's a brilliant shot. Stand and deliver and pick up a boundary.
Daniel Liaquat continuing what he's been doing since yesterday. Another one. Another good looking shot from Daniel Liaquat. He's not too worried about the wickets being lost at the non-strikers. But he's made sure he's kept the scoreboard ticking.
Yeah, rare slot delivery from Ghaffar. Too full with the power play. Of course, he was going to have a dip at that one. Heaved. And will clear. Is that one bounce or is that 6? It's one bounce.
2 boundaries on the trot for Daniel Liaquat. And his run map says it all. His scoring runs to all corners of the park. Another one going down towards the onside. And he's making it look so easy, Ahmed Khwaja.
Yeah, that deep mid wicket should be towards square. Now they've made that adjustment. But the horse has bolted. Of 38 runs made by Sharjah, he's made 31. So it's literally been a one-man show.
That's exactly what you need in the shortest format. One batter. If he can go all guns blazing, they can get to a respectable total.
Back-to-back boundaries. Excellent Yorker, great response. Trying to whip that away on the onside. But Ghaffar is still, when he wants to turn it on, he has that extra yard of pace.
And absolutely, he's done extremely well picking up those crucial wickets for the team. Abdul Ghaffar, it'll be interesting to see the way he channels his batting also.
Yeah, will they get him batting in the top 4? This is a very winnable game at this stage. The next 5 overs will be crucial. But they need to utilize his striking ability, his power hitting more effectively. Leading edge, but it's all safe. Halfway stage of the game. Sharjah need to fight back. 40 for 4. And change the comms. Over to you, Shoaib and Mudassir.
Thank you, Ahmad and Rizwan. 5 was gone. And a bit of bother here, Sharjah, but a fiery counter-attack we are witnessing from the blade of Daniel Liaquat. 32 of just 14. Farazuddin getting ready to bowl his first over. See young Mudit. Alongside him is a super talented. Never in the limelight, but he's a true match winner for Sharjah. And just the right time to introduce my co-commentator in the com box. Shoaib Ahmed joins me. Welcome, Shoaib.
Thank you, Mudassir. Yeah, Daniel. Destructive Daniel. That's what he is. Completely blown away by his skill in this format. Whipped away for a single. He has just announced himself in this season, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Whenever the team is in need, he step up delivering when it matters the most. It's a kind of a batter who has that quiet reputation but loud with performances. It again getting those runs. A wide has been called, just trying to keep it away from Mudit. Now as bowler you need to attack Mudit. Instead of giving away those extra runs, just bowl a couple of dot deliveries, create that pressure. In the air, just trying to clear that cover fielder. Another batter departs here. Poor shot selection. And Shadad makes no mistake. Farah strikes for the first time.
Yeah, bowling it away from Mudit, inviting him to play that shot. Played it away from his body, was not in control. A mistimed hit and a simple catch for the captain Mohammad Shadad, who's taken a blinder already, and he's added another catch to his name. Mudit Agarwal out for 3 or 4 as Sharjah lose half their side. It's 43 for 5. Farazuddin, he'll be confident with that first wicket of his. Has given away just 3 runs, and the new batter who's come out to bat is Tahir. Tahir Zaman. Pushes it towards covers. Farazuddin has kept it outside off stump. That seems to be his plan.
Especially against the new batter to the right-hander. He has that wide extra cover fielder. While swaying. Still I feel as a new batter you just need to rotate the strike. Instead of trying to go for those glory shots. Rotate the strike, get Daniel back on strike. That is the good news for Sharjah, but what a knock. The team is under pressure. Intent are very clear from Daniel.
Yes, it will be interesting to see how Daniel now plays. He goes high, catches the call, and beats the fielder. Daniel continues to hit the ball cleanly. This was in the air, and it has cleared the fielder for a maximum.
A counter-attack, dominating the proceedings out there in the middle, though he has lost his partners, but he has some other plans. It wasn't a bad delivery, but extraordinary shot. Good pickup shot straight over the fielder at a long off. What a hit, and ends over with a flourish here. 6 overs gone, 50 comes up for Sharjah with that maximum 5 wickets down.
So Tahir, looking to go big, clears the fielder at point, allowing him to free his arms, and he does exactly that, gets his first boundary.
This is the beauty of this team. They bat very deep down the order. They have lost 5 wickets, but slowly shifting the gears here. The new batter, Tahir Zaman, finds a boundary, rolling his wrist, goes over the point fielder. Good connection, good improvisation by the batter here. A much needed boundary. Now slowly, the runs are coming for Sharjah.
Goes over extra cover and clears the fielder as well. Comes right from the middle of the bat, and the sound said it all. Another 6 for Sharjah.
The number 7 batter, Tahir Zaman, he is on a roll here. Boundary followed by a maximum. Yet again, width offered. There was a fielder, so the plan was to just bowl outside the off stump, but what a hit, what a connection, a maximum.
Yeah, full swing of the bat. Was in no confusion whatsoever. Was not in two minds. Clear objective. Goes big again. He's got hold of that one too and will go the distance. So back-to-back sixes for Tahir as he joins the party as well.
Now trouble times for Emirates Reds. A strong position. They're just losing the plot. What an over for Sharjah. Started with the boundary, then back-to-back maximum, this time towards the leg side. Showing his power here. Tahir Zaman quickly moves to 17 in just 5 balls.
4, 6, 6. 16 runs. Is that a chance? Looks like that. Yes, will be taken. So finally some redemption for Usaid. But I think Tahir has done his job here. 17 runs of 5 deliveries. He falls prey to Usaid's wide delivery.
A smart move by the bowler, coming around the wicket and keeping it away from Tahir Zaman, and he has that free license to go. There was a clear message from Khalid Shah and he has done his job. Quick 17 in just 6 balls with the help of 2 maximum 4. Wicket number 6 goes down for Sharjah, 66 on board.
"66 for 6. Awais comes in, the new batter. Usaid has been expensive, but he'll want to finish off well now.
14 runs and a wicket. So much of firepower. In fact, 16. Thank you, Shoaib. Started with a boundary, couple of maxims and a wicket.
And another back-to-back wickets for Usaid. He was taken for some runs, but now he is making a strong comeback and in the process bringing Emirates Reds back in the game as well.
The very first ball wanted to go big, slow in the air, ball just keeping a bit low, coming into Awais Ali, a golden duck, back-to-back wickets. Just trying to make a comeback here. Emirates Red, 66 for the loss of 7, Sharjah.
On a hat-trick, Usaid. And that hat-trick will be evaded. A single to complete the over. 7 overs bowled. Sharjah 67 for 7. So not the best of batting performances from Sharjah in this game. The top order failed miserably. Some resistance shown, and that came from the bat of Danial, who scored 39 of 16. He's still out there, along with Tahir, who did some damage, some sixes to his name, and he managed to get those quick-fire 17 runs. They've still got Irfan Ibrahim and Wasim left, and in 3 overs' time from here on, Sharjah will look to finish at least around the 90-run mark. Meanwhile, Emirates Red, they've done well. Navodaya has come in to bowl his second over. In the slot, he's gone ballistic, Irfan, and that's gone the distance. Another 6 from the Sharjah batters.
You just cannot relax against Sharjah. Got 7 wickets, but raining sixes here. Sharjah Cricket Stadium. The new batter comes in and get a maximum. Irfan Yusufzai, what a hit. Current run rate 10.19. Though they have lost 7 wickets, they are maintaining a good run rate here.
Yeah, they've been losing wickets, but the run rate has been healthy. They've ensured that they get boundaries every over, and that's what you need in this format. It doesn't matter if you're all out. If you can get to 100, 110, especially from where they were, they lost 3 quick wickets. But even after that, if Sharjah can get to 90, I think it will be a mini victory for Sharjah.
I completely agree. It's not important that you play 10 overs, but if you can manage 100, 110 even in 8 and bundle out, that is a good total on this track. And a lone warrior, Danial Liaquat, what a knock we are witnessing from this lad. Big heave towards that cow corner, finds the gap and finds the boundary. He moves to 43 with that 4 runs.
Outside off, and he's managed to get hold of that one. He's managed to play that in the gap between mid-wicket and long on. This is a very innovative shot from Danial Liaquat, and he deserves all the credit. He's batted like he's batting on a different wicket altogether. He's been losing partners from the other end, but he hasn't changed his style of play, and that makes him a special cricketer. 11 runs of the first 3 balls. Waited for this one. Punched but straight to Shadad. And a very crucial dot ball from Navodaya.
Every ball matters from here onwards. 16 legal deliveries to go. If Daniel stays till the end, Sharjah, they might go over 110. Team under pressure, and what a knock he's playing.
Goes full. Attempted Yorker, and Danial very happy to just rotate strike because he knows the importance of his wicket here. Last ball, even if Irfan tries to go big and looks for a boundary, they'll be happy with that, and Danial will face the next over.
Rightly said, and what a controlled aggression. Sensible piece of batting. Has got those quick runs, but also he made sure to rotate the strike at the right time. Another expensive over in progress.
Stepping out, Irfan looking to go big, but this is smart bowling from Navodaya. End of the over. Gave away 12 in that. After 8 overs, it's 79 for 7. .12 legal deliveries left. It's going to be Farazuddin to bowl the penultimate over. Juicy full toss outside off, catches the call between the 2 fielders. Abdul Ghaffar stops that, cleans it up. And Farazuddin, he's not happy.
He should be happy. Did not went for distance. It was played between 2 fielders. There was never a chance for a catch. We expect as a bowler, you just want to blame your fielders. But a poor delivery, lucky escape for Faraz.
On the pads, it's in the air and will beat the fielder. The story continues, the onslaught continues, and the sparkling performance of Danial Liaquat in this Emirates D10 continues. What a player. Every time the team has needed his services, he's come out and he's delivered. And what a way to get to his 50 as well.
A sensational lock. The team is in trouble. And in comes Daniel Liaquat. What a knock. A true warrior's knock from Daniel Liaquat. 53 of just 22 balls. The rescue ranger for Sharjah yet again.
Nicely bowled by Farazuddin. The umpire's going upstairs to have a look. But from what we saw in that first glimpse, I think Irfan is struggling. Farazuddin, very smart, thinking bowler. Drifts the ball in the air. And I think he's got his second wicket.
Waiting for the confirmation, but what a comeback. Especially going for some runs then against the right-hand batter. A quicker delivery. And a lightning quick behind the stump, just waiting for that confirmation from the TV umpire. But Faraz is convinced, so is Shadad. A big heave coming down the track, and look at that collection. Oh, brilliant. Excellent work by the young wicket keeper. In a flash removes the bails. And Faraz strikes for one more time.
Yeah, bails were dislodged while the bat was still in the air. So there comes the confirmation. Irfan will have to walk back. 8 runs off his bat. Farazuddin gets his second wicket. Irfan Yusufzai out for 8. It's 88 for 8. Wasim Akram, the left arm seamer, coming to bat at number 10. Wild swing straight away. Faraz darting that one in quick and flat. No chance for Wasim.
This is the kind of format, even the new batter, he wants to go big. Could have easily taken the single and rotated the strike.
Now Daniel, is he going to go for the single or no? He doesn't. There was no chance for a second, so he decided to deny that single. Daniel will face the last over. 9 overs, 88 for 8. Last 6 deliveries to go. It's going to be a brand new, fresh bowler. Right out from the oven. Taimur. Freshly baked. He's going to bowl the last over. Mudassir, your thoughts on this?
Short of options. Might forced Shadad. Change of pace. Nicely done. A freshly baked. But he has that experience. Started really well. Now on the very first ball he has taken a single. A good idea.
Yeah, I think he decided to just rotate strike as much as he can now. This one's in the air. Danial looking with hopeful eyes, and Taimur completes the catch. This is a very good catch from the bowler himself. Taimur had to run all the way towards mid-wicket, at least 30 yards, and he's hold on to that one. Good effort, brilliant.
Absolutely. Excellent. Terrific effort coming from the bowler himself from miles up in the air, covering a lot of ground towards his left side. All eyes wide open. No mistake by Taimur. So Wasim, without troubling the scorers, walks back to the hut 89 for the loss of 9.
Last wicket. Number 11. Swing and a miss. Direct hit. No. And Danial somehow manages to get back to the striking end. This is a good over from Taimur so far.
So far a good over, but the good news for Sharjah is Daniel is back on strike, and looking at that bowling card, Zawar bowled just one over, going for a couple of runs. I really don't understand the tactics of Shadad, that to giving a new bowler to bowl that final over.
Quick and a short pitch delivery. Unless Zawar is unfit, he's injured, or he's got a niggle, I don't comprehend this plan. It'll be interesting to know and talk to Shadad about this decision. But so far so good. 4 balls, just 1 run. And could be his second wicket. This is in the air. 2 fielders converging. One of them flies in the air and grabs that one. It's Navodaya with a brilliant effort. Blinder of a catch. And an outstanding fielding display has resulted in the wicket of Danial.
What a comeback by Emirates Reds. And Taimur bowling his first over and the final over of this innings. Not offering much pace. Trying to go big. It was miles up in the air, but look at that effort. Running in and full length dive. The final wicket goes down for Sharjah. But what a knock. Take about Danial Liaquat, 54 of 25 balls. When Sharjah was sinking, his brilliance kept them afloat. A true warrior's knock we have witnessed from Danial Liaquat. And Sharjah, they were bundled out in 9.5 overs, managing 90.
Well, kind of a comeback for Sharjah in this first innings. They lost 3 quick wickets, and then came a partnership between Danial and Tahir. And after that as well, they kept on losing wickets. Danial, the only shining star in that Sharjah lineup, scoring 54 of just 25 deliveries. That's more than 60% of the runs that he scored for his side, and 4 extras have enabled Sharjah to somehow manage to get to 90. Something for the bowlers to fight in the second innings.
Absolutely, Shoaib, and the way they came back clearly shows the class of Danial Liaquat. The team was in trouble, but full marks should be given to the bowling side as well. Just 4 extras leagued by the bowlers. Ghaffar bowled quite well with the new ball. So was Usaid Amin. 3 wickets to Ghaffar and Amin, and couple of wickets for Farazuddin and Taimur Ali. And they got those 10 wickets in 9.5 overs. Let's see the highlights. They were in deep trouble, losing Hamid Khan early. Then it was the run machine, Luqman, trying to loft over that mid-off. He was held by captain. Then Khalid Shah. His poor run with the bat continues in this tournament. Danial Liaquat, the rescue ranger, the hero for Sharjah with the bat. It was Danial Liaquat who went off to the bowlers. Nurul Ayubi, what a catch. Excellent timely jump catch by Shadad. But it was a one-man show with the bat for Sharjah. Wickets were tumbling down. But standing tall out there in the middle was Danial Liaquat. Taking on Faraz, another maximum. And Tahir Zaman, a good cameo, 17 of just 16 balls, providing that impetus alongside Danial Liaquat. But in the process, Tahir Zaman was also departed. And Back-to-back wickets for Usaid. And in comes another batter, Yusuf Zai, who got to a maximum. And Daniel Liaquat, he remained on 54. In fact, he was the last batter to get out. And what an over we have seen from Taimur Ali. First a brilliant catch of his own bowling, then change of pace to get rid of Daniel Liaquat. It was the end of Sharjah's innings with that brilliant catch taken by Navodaya. So 90 all they could manage before they were bundled out in 9.5 overs. Dive into short break. Once we are back, it will be chase on. Emirates Reds requires 91 to get a couple of points in their kitty.
Good afternoon, cricket fans, and welcome back to the 7 Districts Presents Emirates D10 2025, powered by Fancode. Match number 5 in progress, and Emirates Reds are chasing 91 runs in their allotted 60 balls to get a famous victory over Sharjah. Sharjah shockingly bowled out for 90 runs in their first innings. Yes, all 10 wickets lost in a 60 ball effort. Only Dania Liaquat making any kind of impression. 54 of 25. 3 wickets apiece for Usaid Amin, Abdul Ghaffar, and 2 wickets apiece for Taimur Ali and Farazuddin. Shoaib Ahmed alongside me in the com box. What an outstanding bowling performance from the Reds.
Oh yes, I think they've done really well. They've exceeded their expectations. At the toss, Shahzad said that 100 is what they were targeting. They've managed to restrict Sharjah to 90. And now it's on their batters to respond as well. 91 of 60 deliveries in this format with 3 overs of power play. You fancy that the batting side will go on to win this?
Yeah, Sharjah will have to dig deep here. Their bowling is their strength, in particular their fast bowling, so it's not going to be easy. Zainullah Khan will open the innings. And Dania Liaquat, left arm spin to open up. Very interesting choice made by Khalid Shah. Zawar Fareed is at the non-striker's end. You do feel that if they have a decent power play session, they should manage to overhaul the score. But funnier things have happened in the D10. Long on and a deep wicket in place for Zainullah, playing his first game of the tournament. Let's see if he will take the game to the left arm spinner or will be able to create an impact. Umpire Nadeem Anjum just confirming all the formalities before we resume the run chase. Right then, here we go. 91 is the magic number. Arm delivery. Oh, there's confusion. Bit of yes, no, maybe. Awais Ali Shah at that short mid-wicket position.
Now let's look at that again. Just a nudge towards mid-wicket. Yes, and then immediately Zainullah calls against it. Zawar does well to drag his bat back into the crease. You don't want to run out here. Emirates Reds, they've lost their first game, but they don't want to come back strong.
Oh, this is in the gap. Long chase for the deep square. Elegant turn of the wrist. Minimum effort, a maximum result for Zainullah.
Yeah, that's nicely done. Just worked away in the gap. Pushed on the back foot and great use of wrists as well. Played it in the vacant region behind square and gets his first boundary.
I'm slightly surprised that Awais Ali Shah, the front line left arm spinner, has not been used. Oh, Zawar was going to be run out there. That is what Dania Liaquat is saying to himself.
Yeah, he didn't expect Zawar to be so far away from the popping from the crease. And he just enacted as if he's throwing the ball and then realized that he should have thrown the ball. A direct hit. Let's look at that again. Yeah, that would have been game over had he hit the stumps.
Zawar was just frozen in midair. What are you going to do? Like he was playing tag as if they were kids. My word, a lucky escape. Zawar, he is asking to be run out here. Just look at number 7 on the extreme right. He just froze. He just completely froze there.
And I think he missed the sight of the ball. He didn't know where the ball was, whether it was with the bowler or it had crossed him. Was absolutely in no position to come back. And
well, Emirates D10 is always full of thrills and spills. That is for sure.
Yeah, 2 in 2 chances actually for Zawar.
He is living a charmed life. Change in the field. The square leg moves more towards cow corner, deep mid wicket. Zawar does play that slog sweep really well, but I think he'll be calm about this now. It's been a topsy-turvy start to the run chase for sure. Oh, arm delivery, didn't put it away. But a quiet over from Daniel. 5 for no loss. Well, it's going to be double spin. Oais Ali Shah coming in from the Bukhatar end, so that was perhaps the issue, that he didn't start with the new ball. What do you reckon of this move, Shoaib?
Not a bad move, to be honest. The spinners do tend to get wickets, especially when the batters are looking to go after them in the power play. So it's a double-edged sword, but it seems to be a good plan.
Yeah, they're certainly not offering them any loose deliveries, tempting them to go downtown towards long on and deep mid wicket. Oh dear me. Well, that was a gift, but it's been spliced to Khalid Shah. Zainullah cannot believe it.
Well, I thought that ball was above waist height. Let's look at that again from this angle. Will give us a better view. Yeah, it looked very close. A little slower maybe would give us a better idea, but a simple catch taken. It's not been called a no, so it is a legal delivery, and Zain will have to walk back on a poor delivery. Aves very lucky. Zainullah not so much. 5 of 6 for him. Reds lose their first. It's 5 for 1.
So it's going to be youngster Usman Khan coming in at number 3. Let's take a look here, Shoaib. I think it was just about dipping in the end, but when he made contact, he was well ahead of his crease as well.
Yeah, just very close, I think, and it could have gone either way. So I think the umpire's call would stay in that scenario.
Correction, it's Taimur Ali coming in at 3. Oh, it was the arm ball. He just almost overdid it with his stride there and could have been trapped in front.
Yeah, good start. Aves was taken for 26 runs in one over yesterday. Was not been in the best of form, and even that juicy full toss he was very lucky. But now slowly he's getting into his rhythm, and that's what happens once you take a wicket, regardless of whether it's come off a full toss or a poor delivery. Once you get a wicket to your name, suddenly your body language changes, your rhythm changes, you get a lot more disciplined, and hopefully that's the same with Aves as well.
Oh, is there an edge on that one? Not quite. Excellent take by the keeper. It was that wideish arm delivery. Mudit Agarwal, UAE under 19. Fantastic glove, man. Look at that low take. He remained on his knees. Oh, it's another full toss. Well, Oais Ali, it's another poor delivery to conclude. Absolute gift for Taimur. And he gleefully accepts. Slapped over the offside ring. That was a nothing delivery, really. So a wicket lost, but some runs on the board as well for the Reds. 11 for 1. So current run rate of 5.5, and they have not elected to take the power play here, Shoaib. What do you reckon?
Well, I would still give them an over, because both these two batters are new to the crease. You want them, they would have middled a few deliveries, they would have gotten a few boundaries, I would have then decided to go for a power play. But since they're new and they've not gotten off fluently, I think it's better to have an over or two and then see how it goes.
So the field is spread down the ground and on the onside for Liaquat. Oh, out comes the scoop, but he was in position a day early, and in the end he couldn't maximize that full toss. That seems to be an issue today. The spinners are really struggling to pitch the ball.
Yeah, I think Daniel didn't offer any pace whatsoever, and Zawar had to wait all that while for the ball to come close to him and connect the ball. But yes, spinners have not been able to bowl in the right line and length on a consistent basis.
Yeah, that's a lot better. Taimur Ali will take what's on offer. But the problem is that the Reds are not ahead of the game at the moment in this run chase. They're only going at about barely 4 or 5 runs per over. And then that equation can play on your mind. Inside edge, beautifully bowled there. So we've seen a lot of arm deliveries, no turn on offer really.
And the batting has not clicked for Emirates Reds, and it continues to be their main concern. Because Zawar, I think he's been out of form for some time. I'm not sure how consistently he's playing top cricket. I've seen him after a long time, and doesn't look like he's in good fluent form.
Certainly is looking scratchy at the crease, 2 of 5. And even that long hop, well, maybe not quite a long hop, but it was hittable towards that cow corner region, and he couldn't connect.
Yeah, and then again, just you can't win matches based on reputation of a certain player. Not taking any credit away from Zawar, but you need to know what their current form is.
Oh, this is towed in the air, long off, excellent catch. And to be fair, to be quite frank, Shoaib, he's been put out of his misery.
Yeah, he was struggling, and finally that misery comes to an end thanks to Danial, who was brilliant with the bat and now is taking wickets with the ball as well. Genuine all-rounder, good catch at long off. And that's the end of Zawar Farid. 13 for 2.
So the skipper coming in the middle. 13 for 2 in a spot of bother are the Reds. He is a technically sound batter, and he'll need to apply himself here. Excellent spell from Danial Liaquat. What a match he's having. 1 for 8 in his 2 overs and that 50. 14 for 2. So it's going to be Seam coming in from the Bukhatar end, Wasim Akram. Fantastic bowler. Got that pace, swing, wicket taker, but can leak runs occasionally. Bowled him! What a ball! Just straightened and kissed the off bail.
Well, that's the perfect length that you want to bowl as a fast bowler. Shadad was in two minds, and the ball just did enough off the wicket as it beats the outside edge. Let's look at that again. Yes, just carries on with that angle. Just a hint of movement, and look at where it hits the stump. Top of off. That's what they say you should be aiming at. Peach of a delivery, and Shadad is walking back.
Well, that is absolutely world class from Wasim Akram. Shadad had no chance. 14 for 3. Reds are tottering. Well, it's the hard-hitting Abdul Ghaffar. coming in at number 5. But this has gone all wrong for Emirates Reds. 14 for 3. I thought it was game in hand for them when they shot out Sharjah for 90. But the Sharjah bowling has responded to the call, responded to the challenge. And now it's looking bleak for the Reds. Ghaffar, he can change the equation though. Oh, what a ripper. Reared up on him and beat him. All ends up getting that kind of bounce on this wicket. At this time of the day, he's really bending his back here, is Wasim Akram. And they seem to be enjoying themselves now. And why not when you're picking up wickets in that fashion?
Again, just that beautiful delivery. I think that's the ball of the tournament so far.
No looseners. First ball right on the money. Top of off, as they teach you. And that seems to be the plan. Bowl that hard length to Ghaffar. Test him. Nothing in the slot or pitched up.
Yeah, I think this is the big wicket that Sharjah will be looking for. Abdul Ghaffar, he is the man who can take Emirates Reds to the target. And if Sharjah can get him out of the equation, they will have a very strong grip on this game.
Oh, I think it might be curtains, to be quite frank, if he departs. They need him to produce something here. 14 for 3. Absolutely no momentum in the run chase at all. Sweeper cover coming into the circle. Mid-on has dropped back. And he's drilled it. Long off. Hamid Khan does really well. Overall, the fielding standards today, for the most part, have been outstanding, Shoaib.
Yes, and you expect that at this level, when you've got the best of UAE domestic players taking part, you expect the fielding to be top-notch. And that is what it has been so far. Just 2 runs of this over. Let's look at that again. Hit straight, hit hard. And good effort from Hamid Khan, ensuring that he bends and stops the ball. And good tag team effort from Khalid Shah as well.
It's always important to have your best fielders in those hot spot areas that see a lot of traffic. Hamid Khan is super fit, excellent athlete. Works hard. Oh, beautiful slower delivery. Slightly too full. But once again, Sharjah bowling another good over. So there's been no respite at all for the Reds.
Yeah, tight over from Wasim. Has not given away anything. Has mixed it up nicely. Some Yorkers, some good length deliveries. Want to finish this over well without conceding a boundary.
Taimur Ali, technically sound player, and he does pack a punch. Excellent over. Emirates Reds are on the back foot here. 4 gone, 17 for 3. So it's going to be the young all-rounder Tahir Zaman coming into the attack from the Sharjah Cricket Academy end. So what is the equation required here? 74 needed in 36. So that required run rate has ballooned to above 12 runs per over. Yeah, now that is looking very ominous here, especially when you're 3 wickets down. So the Sharjah bowling has turned it on when Khalid Shah needed them. Usually they just bully you out of the game with their hard-hitting batting. But this time it's the bowlers who stood up to be counted. Oh, slow delivery, bit of an inside edge on that one. As long as Abdul Ghaffar is there, Emirates Reds will have hope, but a required run rate of 12 and a half is not going to be straightforward by any means.
Yeah, 12 and a half is going to be very difficult for these batters, especially Taimur, who's again has not had the best of starts in the tournament. And with the kind of bowling that Sharjah possess, the kind of options that they have at their disposal, they make 90 look like 110, 115.
Truly a galaxy of riches. Oh, that was a hittable delivery. Tahir Zaman is a good prospect. Right arm fast bowler, healthy pace, can bat at that number 6, number 7 sort of position as well. So some new names emerging on the domestic scene, competing at the D level. We saw Ajay Kumar as well for Emirates Blues. What an impressive debut it was for him. Some other new names as well that have caught the eye. Trying to force the issue, but just can't time the ball. We saw Zawar struggle as well. It was only Dania Liaquat who seemed to be batting in a different multiverse altogether.
Yes, any batter who's come out to bat has just not been able to play freely the way Daniel Liaquat has played, and that is because he comes in and he's not hassled by the bowler or the opposition or the match situation. He backs himself.
Flat batted over mid-off, and at long last a boundary coming in for the Reds.
Now that was like a tennis forehand from Taimur over his head, and he's managed to hit that towards mid-off, clears the fielder. Look at that, clears his front leg and just plays it like a two-handed forehand.
Well, Wimbledon is coming up next month, so maybe he can play the qualifiers. That was a solid shot, and he is a very handy player, very good all-rounder. Taimur Ali, underrated I feel. Up and over. Does this have the legs? Yes, it will kick on. So momentum building.
Back-to-back boundaries for Taimur, and he's decided to break the shackles here, clearing his front leg twice, hitting the ball over mid-off twice, and getting 4 runs twice.
Yeah, very good game awareness shown there. He picked that gap in the field where he could pick up a boundary. He didn't swing towards the onside where there is 3 men cushioning the fence. Went up and over mid-off twice. Trying again. But there is a long off now. And they've only taken a single. Well, Ghaffar should have pushed for the second. But finally a productive over 10 off it. At the halfway stage, Emirates Reds are 27 for 3. They need another 64 of 30 balls.
Thank you, Ahmed and Shoaib. First innings, Sharjah was also were in a state of bother at the end of 5 overs, and Reds, for doing all the hard work in the bowling, they're just not able to get off to a flying start. 27 for the loss of 3, 5 overs done. But the good news is 2 experienced batters out there in the middle, and joining me in the com box for the first time today is Rizwanur Rahman. Welcome and a very good afternoon, Rizwan.
Thank you, Mudassir Ali. It's been
So need a lot of repair work for Emirates Reds. Left hand, right hand combination. They're up against some quality bowling of Sharjah. Is why Sharjah is rated as one of the best sides in UAE domestic circuit. Excellent, nicely bowled. And at this level, I believe as a fast bowler, you need to have the skills to bowl those Yorkers and cutters. That is how you can contain the batters.
Well, absolutely spot on. You need those variations. That's exactly how you'll be able to pick up those wickets. And now 62 of 27. It's going to be an Herculean task. But I tell you what, Mudassir Ali, one good over. Both the batters have got a wide range of shots. And they need to come good. They need to get those runs right from now. They can't afford to wait any longer.
Lucky escape. Inside edge. Hitting the back pad. Going past the top stick. Also good to see Sharjah. They always back youngsters. They rested Khuzaimah bin Tanveer and in comes Mudit Agarwal. Youngster got 3 runs in the first innings but busy behind the stumps.
Well, absolutely. And another important point that I would like to mention is they've got multiple match winners. You know, when they have those odds against you, they make sure they perform well.
Trying their best but keeping things tight, not offering any room and width. Irfan Yusufzai. A complete team performance we are witnessing from Sharjah. Once they have got the total on board, though it's a modest total, if you talk about the shorter format, 19, 10 overs, but they have a quality bowling and good to see the bowlers responding to the call of Captain Khalid Shah.
Yorker to close out over number 6. Emirates Reds are in trouble. 31 for 3.
So signal from Nadeem Anjum means they have opted for a floating power play. Taimur and Ghaffar. Then in the middle, Ghaffar 7 balls, 6 runs, just not able to find his touch. The experience of Wasim Akram, bowling as per the field. This is the quality of Wasim Akram. Look at those figures. First over gone for just 3 runs and a wicket to his name.
Quite impressive, Wasim Akram. He was out in the first match, came back in the second, did contribute with the wickets, and yet again doing what he does the best. And immediately, the moment they've opted for power play, the skipper Khalid Shah bringing in the ace pacer.
Trying to be cheeky, but not a proper connection. So things just not happening for Emirates Reds. An astute captaincy from Khalid Shah. Now he has got that experience of leading the side. He's been the captain of Sharjah for last couple of years and learned the trade of captaincy. As a captain, you need to know how to rotate your bowlers. and he's doing a wonderful job.
Well, absolutely. He certainly has that peripheral vision and has done exceptionally well, marshalling his troops to perfection.
Oh, what a delivery. Testing Ghaffar with that bouncer, well directed bouncer. As a bowler, you need to know where exactly you need to target.
Beautiful, beautiful from Wasim Akram. And he knows what is the strength Abdul Ghaffar possesses, and ensuring he's not offering those deliveries into his hitting arc. Quite impressive from Wasim Akram. Into his second over, just given away 5 runs and picked up a wicket already.
In the slot, and at last some runs, a good connection from the blade of Ghaffar, a much needed maximum.
Well, is this going to be the release shot for Abdul Ghaffar? We've seen him, he went all guns blazing yesterday. Is it one of many? Time will tell, but I'll tell you what, if Abdul Ghaffar can strike that way, they are truly in the game.
So 20 balls, 52 needed, still gettable. All you need is 7 to 8 maximums. And when Ghaffar and Taimur is out there in the middle, nothing is impossible. Change of pace, not a proper connection, but just manages to clear the fielder inside the 30-yard circle. Some work for Khalid Shah. Still a good over. Slight fumble, but they're happy and they settle with a couple of runs.
We've seen some overs going over 25, 26 runs an over, and that's exactly what they need from here on. But I tell you what, Mudassir, they've got to tweak a little bit with the batting order. The kind of form Abdul Ghaffar is in, you might as well want to cash in the power play. He's still coming at number 5. I would have opted to have him, given it's the shorter format of the game, to play up the order.
Poor delivery, and took his own time. Nadeem Anjum. The right decision has been made. A wide has been called. And not impressed is the bowler. Not impressed with that call. He thinks he just brushed his thigh pad, but now Nadeem Anjum reverses his decision. So illegal delivery. So Wasim Akram completes his quota for the day, going for just 13 runs, a wicket to his name. 41 for the loss of 3, 7 overs gone. So plenty of runs needed here. The hopes are still alive for Emirates Reds. Taimur and Ghaffar out there in the middle, but both the batters, they are struggling, though he has got a maximum in the previous over. Ghaffar, plenty of maximums and boundaries are required for Reds from these two batters. So persisting with the fast bowlers is Khalid Shah Yusufzai, who has gone for just 4 runs. He'll continue to bowl his final over of the day. 50 needed of 18 balls.
Brilliant from Sharjah.
This has been the problem for Taimur. He's just going very deep into the crease, and that is where he's not able to go big. If he can have that initial shuffle, just disturb the line and length of the bowler, that is where you can put the bowler under pressure and get some runs.
Well, absolutely, rightly said. Then the kind of strike rate he's scoring runs, not the usual way he does, Taimur Ali. Not able to get the timing right as well.
Looks so simple, but look at the way he's delivering and bowling those Yorkers at will. Not trying to be greedy to go for those wickets. The plan is simple. Not give away those easy runs. bowl wicket to wicket channel, and this is how you work as a team.
That's a sign of a good bowler. Consistently bowling in those areas. Walks down the wicket. Does not get the connection right. Straight into the hands of the fielder. It'll just be a single. Well, things not going the Emirates Reds way at the moment. And Irfan has been absolutely brilliant with his line and length.
Even the loosener, they are not able to find those boundaries and maximums. It clearly shows they have taken that extra pressure on them, both the batters. After all the hard work in the first innings, the batting side in the second innings, they're just not able to get going here. Struck hard, but there's a fielder station. So just singles, so far a boundaryless over.
Khalid Shah will be pleased with the effort of the bowlers. Everyone has an exceptional level. Irfan, Yusufzai, Wasim Akram, all of them. Taimur Ali usually is a destructive batter. Is clearly off colour today.
Another low full toss. All they could manage is just a single. Ordinary stuff from the batters, but an extraordinary piece of bowling. Bowling as per the plan, not trying out too many things, and as of now it's working in favour of Yusufzai and Sharjah.
It's about the practice, Mudassir, then consistently 3 deliveries that is bowled in that over. All of them were top notch and right on the money. Brilliant stuff from Irfan Yusufzai. Walks down the wicket yet again, does not get the connection right. A bit of mix up, but that will be a dot delivery to close out the over number 8. Emirates Reds are 46 for 3. Two wins for Sharjah yesterday, and they're looking to pick up another 2 points today. 45 required of 12 deliveries, and it is not going to be an easy one. It's going to be an uphill task for both these batters.
They have covered every department. They have lost the service of all-rounder Mohammad Irfan on the day one, got injured. No Khuzaima bin Tanveer, but still you can see the strength in the bench of Sharjah. Defending a modest total. Things are in control for Sharjah. 45 needed of last 2 overs for Reds. Tahir Zaman has been introduced. A big heave, a good connection. 1 bounce, 2 bounce, 4 runs. A much needed boundary. A good start to the over.
Good connection from Taimur Ali on that occasion. It was in the slot and is deposited towards the mid-wicket region for a boundary. He'll be pleased with that.
And look at that. There was no protection at the corner. They just got confused. There were 5 fielders inside the 30-yard circle. Now realizing that Sharjah captain Khalid Shah pushed that short mid-wicket back to the boundary. So advantage taken by Taimur. Clean hit, a good start to the over. Goes inside out. 1 bounce. Good piece of fielding.
Well, this will be an interesting contest between Tahir and Abdul Ghaffar. We've lost a couple of balls yesterday. It went out onto the main roads, especially when Abdul Ghaffar was out at the centre. He fancies that onside region. And Tahir has been slightly expensive as opposed to the other bowlers who bowled out today. So this will be an interesting contest.
Especially when the other bowler is just going for an economy of 4, even the economy of 8, it looks quite expensive, Rizwan.
A big heave. Just does not get the connection right. And a wonderful bit of fielding from Ibrahim Masood will restrict them just for a single.
Early days in this tournament, at least go near to the target of 90, because at the end of the day, it all comes down to the net run rate. So even the two good batters of Reds, they are finding it hard against the top quality bowling of Sharjah.
False start for Tahir. No, absolutely. And I think it's about working on the previous games. You'll have to do your homework, go back to the drawing board, just tweak a little bit, check what went wrong, and come up with a plan. I understand it's a longer format, long tournament. And a big connection from Taimur Ali. He goes big and into the stands for a maximum.
Is it too late? Is the question here, but a maximum, a good over in progress. Now he need to capitalize on the remaining couple of deliveries in this over. Back of length, change of pace, well read, well anticipated, waited and dispatched toward that leg side. Oh, what a hit. Power unleashed by Taimur Ali, a much needed maximum.
Well, it's all about getting as close as possible towards the target. Remember, it's a 7-team tournament. Top 4 will qualify for the semi-finals, and the net run rate factor will certainly come in play.
Absolutely. That is why every game is important. They have a very good talented players. If you talk about Emirates Reds Rizwan, it's just matter of time that they adapt to the conditions. They need to know how to apply themselves in the shorter format and just make a couple of changes, as rightly pointed out by you. If you have someone like Abdul Ghaffar, promote him top of the order. Just take that gamble. Cannot expect Ghaffar to come down. Wickets are down. Team is in trouble, and you cannot expect him to come and get those quick runs.
Well, I reckon they're taking him as a finisher, but then given the power play, when you have two players, I think a new ball has been replaced. It's been deposited into the stands, and there is a game plan that they're working towards it. But as you rightly mentioned, I would still fancy having Abdul Ghaffar to play the first couple of overs, especially the power play.
They have lost the ball, and Kamran, the third umpire, just helping on-field umpire with a change of semi-old ball here. Yet again, just pulling the last minute here. Taimur Ali, 8 balls, 33. Next couple of deliveries are very crucial for both the sides.
Statistically, it is possible, but they need biggies. 12 runs is what they would look for. Interestingly, Taimur Ali is looking good.
A good comeback. Problem has been whenever he went very deep into the crease, he just could not connect the ball properly. It clearly shows this game is not about generating that power. Timing is also very important.
Well, absolutely right. Using the pace on offer. Probably try some innovation. Probably a ram shot just when things are not going your way.
A left hand right hand combination became a headache for Khalid. The last minute, the fielder comes inside the 30-yard circle. Big heave, some work for the fielder at long on. Are they going to come back for the second run? Yes. With a couple of runs, Tahir finishes quota of the day, going for 25 runs, wicketless. Going into the final over of this game, Reds still need 30. 61 for the loss of 3, going to the final over. 13 needed, 5 maximums. Can he be the hero and to bowl that final over? An interesting change. It's experience. Always Ali, left arm orthodox.
Beautiful delivery first up, right on the money. Well, certainly experience, was just 22 years old. Awais Ali was expensive yesterday in the first over against the team Dubai, went away giving away 26 runs in the first over, but has been quite impressive today. Just giving away 6 runs and that delivery to Taimur Ali right on the money.
And this is how you develop a player. He went for runs, but now backing always is Khalid. Quite interestingly, not going near the popping crease, just releasing the ball and keeping it away from Ghaffar. Was it a wide? Close call. Illegal delivery. Not impressed is Abdul Ghaffar.
Well, absolutely. I think that was close. Awais, it's a different run up today. Another delivery outside the tramline. That will be a wide.
Technically, it's not possible. 4 balls, 28 runs. So as a bowler, you just need to be calm. Just bowl wicket to wicket instead of trying out too many things. Big heave. And what a connection. And there was a chance put on by the fielder at long on. A maximum. Is it too late? Abdul Ghaffar moves to 26.
But didn't come right of the meat of the bat for sure, but it's that muscular power that man possesses. Just a whip of the bat and away she goes for a maximum.
Quicker delivery. Good comeback. Oh. Emirates threats yet again after controlling the game for almost 12-13 overs. Another wicket goes down, coming down the track, nowhere near the ball. A quicker delivery and lightning quick is Mudit Agarwal behind the stumps. No mistake. That's the end of Ghaffar.
Well, he certainly is. And look at that from Awais Ali. He saw Abdul Ghaffar was trying to walk the wicket down, and immediately the change in pace working in favour of him. And good glove work from Mudit Agarwal. Abdul Ghaffar departs after scoring 26 off 21 deliveries. And Emirates Reds are 69 for 4.
Came all the way from the dugout to face the final ball of this game. Navodaya, the left-hand batter.
It looks like Rishabh Pant for me. He has that silver chain. Looks slight of similar to him. Wayward delivery down the leg side. That will be a wide. Awais Ali Shah bowled brilliantly in the first over and yet again continuing the good form.
Navodaya strikes big, and the fielder settling, and he drops. Danial Liakhat just not able to hold on to it, and not impressed is Awais Ali. But what matters are those couple of points for Sharjah. Yet again a gritty performance from Sharjah bowlers. They rose to the occasion when it matters the most. They defended the 90 total in style.
Well, that catch should have been taken. Danial Liakhat usually has the safe pair of hands. I think he just could not hold on to it, and disappointed is Awais Ali. He did create that opportunity yet again, and they've stick to the plan. They were looking for those dot deliveries, which has resulted the game in their favour, Team Sharjah. After a disastrous start, they made sure they got to a formidable total, and the bowlers did exceptionally well.
A completed team performance. Yet again, it was the Danial Liaquat show with the bat in the first innings, and the bowlers did a pretty good job.
Brilliant stuff. All-round performance from team Sharjah. Handshakes all over. Shadad, Zainullah, the entire team of Emirates Reds. Ryan didn't come out to bat. There'll be a lot of work that they would got to go back and do it. Right then, let's have a look at the batting cards. Zainullah started off well but didn't quite sustain for longer time. 5 of 6 for him. Taimur, 34 of 23. He remained unbeaten but was struggling initially. Shehzad could not contribute. Abdul Ghaffar towards the end, scoring 26 of 21. Great glove work by Mudit Agarwal. Couple of extras to the tally.
Look at those figures, defending a 90 and every bowler chipped in. They bowled quite well, the likes of Danial Liaquat. For me, clearly he is the player of the match. A wicket to his name, going for just 8 runs. Couple of wickets for Awais Ali Shah, a wicket to Wasim Akram. Tahir Zaman was a bit expensive. Irfan Yusufzai yet again showing his class with the ball, making sure not to leak too many runs, and just couple of extras, Rizwan. It shows the discipline in their bowling department.
Quite impressive. Absolutely spot on, especially in the shortest format of the game. A complete all-round performance.
And let's see the highlights of the chase. They started off really well but lost those wickets at regular intervals. Has been the big problem for Emirates Reds. Though they were just chasing a modest total, it was the Taimur who got few runs but not getting that support from the other end. Wickets went down the regular interval. The likes of Shadad got a beauty from Wasim Akram. No chance for him. The lone warrior, he tried his best, but those middle overs with the bowlers bowled tight line and lengths, not offering much to the batters. Even the likes of Ghaffar and Taimur, they tried their best, but it wasn't enough today. This was the maximum from the blade of Ghaffar, and what a great glove work by young Mudit Agarwal. And with that, Sharjah seal another win. Back-to-back wins for Sharjah in the ongoing 7 districts presents Emirates D10 2025, powered by Fancode. Batting first, they had their own problems. The top order yet again not able to provide that flying start. All they could manage is the 90 before they were bundled out in 9.5 overs. The star, the showstopper, Danial Liaquat, never in the spotlight but always delivers for the team. 54 of 25 balls. Tahir Zaman, a cameo of 17 in just 6 balls. Yusufzai, 8 of 5. Ghaffar was clearly pick of the bowlers. 2 overs, 13 runs, 3 wickets. Usaid gone for some runs in his second over, but he was able to get those 3 wickets. Couple of overs for Taimur Ali, and interesting change which we have witnessed in the first inning, bowling the last over and just going for 1 run. When the chase started, Emirates Red, all they could manage is just 72.
Well, Taimur Ali, 34 of 23, was completely off colour today. Could not get the connections right alongside Abdul Ghaffar, 26 of 21. And Awais Ali Shah picking up a couple of wickets. There were a couple of drop chances as well. Danial Liaquat, 1 for 8 for him. Wasim Akram, 1 for 13 of 2 overs. And in the end, Sharjah winning comfortably by 18 runs.
The champion stuff, I would say, Rizwan. They did not got plenty of runs on board, but they came out with a plan in the second innings, and this is how, that is how you defend a modest total. And it's just the right time to dive to the sidelines for the post-match presentation ceremony.
Welcome to the post-match presentation for match number 5 of the 7 Districts presents Emirates D10 2025, powered by Fancode. It was Sharjah taking on Emirates Reds. Sharjah got bowled out for 90, but they managed to defend the score in their allotted 10 overs and win by 18 runs. It's time to present the man of the match, the player of the match medallion that will be given by our match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. And it goes to that man, Danial Liaquat, once again. A brilliant half century and an excellent spell with the new ball as well, as he picked up 1 wicket. दानियाल भाई, बहुत बहुत मुबारक हो। इस साल का एमरेट्स D10 तो आपके नाम ही जा रहा है, जहां सारे बल्लेबाज स्ट्रगल कर रहे हैं, आपसे क्लीन हिटिंग हो रही है। व्हाट इज़ योर सीक्रेट?
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। पहले तो अल्लाह ताला का लाख लाख शुक्र अदा करता हूँ। बस ये है कि थोड़ा सा विकेट पे जाके थोड़ा विकेट को रीड करके खेलना है, कि वो विकेट है नहीं कि ऐसा कि बॉल जल्दी आ जाए बैट पे, लेकिन थोड़ा सा ये कि सर्वाइव करना है विकेट पे, फिर ऑटोमेटिक रन आ जाएंगे इंशाल्लाह।
जिस तरीके से आपकी फॉर्म चल रही है बैटिंग में, आपने सजेस्ट किया खालिद शाह को यार मैं ही जाता हूँ दायरे में, ओपनर जाता हूँ, ठाठू करता हूँ?
नहीं, वो खालिद शाह ने मुझे रखा ही मिडल ऑर्डर के लिए, क्योंकि नीचे से खेलना है, नीचे से क्या करना है, टीम को साथ देना है।
और बॉलिंग में आपका गेम प्लान क्या था?
बॉलिंग में ये था कि सर्कल हमें करना है, सेव करना है, उसके बाद इंशाल्लाह जब वो 100 ऊपर हो जाएगा तो फिर मुश्किल हो जाएगा इंशाल्लाह।
कीप अप द आउटस्टैंडिंग परफॉर्मेंस, छा गए।
थैंक यू, थैंक यू।
Well, that's it from the post-match presentation. We have yet another match coming up. Stay tuned for that at the Emirates D10.